I want to discuss the issue of lawyers' 10% that it has been an issue affecting the legal profession, especially by the infiltration of quacks that are now, or even non-lawyers that are now practicing law, even without being called to the bar or without having anything to do with legal profession, basically because of the porous system that we have and the practices of some lawyers, and the issue of undercutting, especially when it comes to land instruments such as deed of conveyance or deed of assignment. These are the basic ones that really turn into something else. So I sat down, thought about it, and came up with some proposals. Moreover, last week I saw colleagues, one of my colleagues' status. There were many lawyers complaining when he raised the issue, how they lost some funds and many other things because of the undercutting by some other lawyers. Personally, I've lost a deal of 1.7 million naira because some other lawyer chose to take cheaper. But I believe that these are some of the things that they were saying. Okay, but I believe that with the proposals that I have come up with, and with the ones that other persons too will bring, I think we would actually have a formidable system that will quell or restrict or reduce this practice of undercutting and infiltration of legal practice by non-lawyers, especially in the area of land instrument. Okay, I have prepared some steps and published an article on this matter. So I will just go straight to the point to discuss what I have. Okay, the stages are this. The first step is this: a client approaches a lawyer that he or she wants to get a land instrument or wants the lawyer to prepare a land instrument for him or her in respect of a property. The lawyer requests for 10%, the client pays. Someone like, is it happening like that? Yes, it's going to happen. Now, there are two things that I have proposed that will be brought in as I discuss. First is the introduction of land instrument identification number by MBA. And I think that the regulation of land instrument, or when it comes to measures, it should be a national thing because for instance, the system I'm proposing is electronic, and maybe not all MBA branches have websites and all that. So, but at least the national have a stable website that all lawyers can access. So, the introduction of land instrument identification number and the land instrument seal, which is a special type of electronic seal that is basically issued or solely issued by the MBA national to be affixed on land instrument. It is electronic. Now, these are the stages. Because of the demand or the desire to have a land instrument that is in compliance with the current legal practice upon coming into existence of the proposals that I'm going to make in this video, a client approaches a lawyer and the lawyer demands for 10%. Fine. The client may go elsewhere, but we definitely meet same demand. Why? Because there is need to get a land instrument identification number and a land instrument stamp to be placed on the document. So the client pays the 10%. Upon paying the 10%, the lawyer pays the 10% to MBA via the MBA portal. Now, how will this happen? MBA will, every lawyer have to create an account through the MBA with a commercial bank or a fintech company that MBA will partner with. What will happen on this is this: the commercial bank, we have a link that will be placed on the MBA portal through which lawyers can access and create an account with a commercial bank that will be chosen by MBA or any of the fintech companies. So upon creating this account, when the lawyer pays the 10% to the MBA, what happens? The money directly goes to the lawyer's wallet account that is maintained by a commercial bank or a fintech company, but accessed through the MBA portal by each lawyer. So upon making that payment, the portal now opens a dialog box that will enable the legal practitioner to fill in particulars of the transaction. What are the particulars of the transactions that we are talking about here? The name of the vendor or purchaser and their address, then the type of transaction, whether it's deed, whether it's lease, and then you also have the date of filing, the consideration that is involved, and even the name of the lawyer that is doing the land instrument filing. Or the portal, the MBA portal can be structured in such a way that the portal automatically retrieves the information of the lawyer. Now, this information that will be gathered at this stage will be used in a subsequent stage to create what I call the land instrument cover page. I will explain in details when I get to that stage. So the when the dialog box opens, and the lawyer fills in the particulars that I have highlighted above, and then uploads the land instrument that has already been prepared by the lawyer. Upon uploading it, the MBA automatically issues a land instrument identification number on the document and also affix a land instrument stamp on the document, and then sends it to the lawyer's portal or page for possible download, or makes it available for the lawyer to download, and the lawyer then downloads it and gives to the client. So now the desire to have this land instrument identification number and the land instrument stamp makes it impossible for any person or any client who desires his or her land instrument to be in conformity with the recent practice of law in Nigeria upon coming into existence of this proposal. We have to pay the money, because if you don't pay, there will be no way that you can access the process or get a land instrument identification number for your document. I will discuss the monetary relationship between lawyer and MBA subsequently.